Welcome to Charter Oak Football, where your Charter Oak Chargers are taking on the South Hills Huskies here at District Field in Covina, California. I'm Zack Niccoli. I'll be calling all the action for you tonight. So far, the Charter Oak Chargers won the toss and deferred until the second half, and right now they just kicked off to the South Hills Huskies. Number 12 just took the ball back to the 25-yard line in the middle of the field, and that'll start this game off. Del Rio with the return. Coming out for South Hills, we have number 18, the quarterback, Dylan Ware. Dylan, the junior, had tough luck last week against West Covina, where he only had 53 passing yards, and this offense only had 51 total offensive yards. Ware's looking to change that tonight. Ware comes out in an empty set. Three receivers to his right, two to his left. Ware takes a snap. That ball will be tipped on the defensive line. First pass intercepted by the defensive lineman, number 52 for Charter Oak, Aaron Mangan, with the interception on the first pass. So Charter Oak deferring the kickoff until the second half, and that works to perfection as South Hills' first pass of the night is intercepted. So now coming out for Charter Oak to lead this offense is number 8, Vincent Farrar. So far, the Chargers this season are 0-2 on the year. Farrar has 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in those 2 games, and they've averaged 14 points on the season. Farrar's looking to change that narrative tonight. Farrar in the gun. Delays the handoff. It'll go to number 22 for about a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 on the 14-yard line. Number 22, Ray Fierro. Fierro with the delayed handoff took that right in between the tackle and the guard. Good for a gain of 9. As they get the play, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Farrar goes right back to Fierro, able to make one guy miss, turn it up for a first down, and that'll be at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. And the Chargers out here in a no-huddle offense, getting those plays in, and they are sticking in that same formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Charter Oak. Fierro still the back. Farrar takes a snap, throws it to number 11, Gabriel Valenzuela, for a quick screen, and that'll be a quick touchdown for Charter Oak. 12-yard touchdown to Gabriel Valenzuela to give Charter Oak a quick lead here in the first quarter. Valenzuela able to take that catch from, it looked like he was on the hash mark, able to put his foot in the ground and go to the outside, and no one was able to catch up to him. Coming out now for Charter Oak, we have Dylan Conis, number 20. He has 4 extra points on the season, looking to make it 5. The kick is up, and it is good. Make that 5 extra points on the season for Conis and make that a 7-0 lead for Charter Oak. So after an interception and a quick touchdown pass, the score is Charter Oak 7, South Hills Huskies 0. A minute and 25 seconds into this game, and we already have a touchdown. Big difference for this Charter Oak offense. This is their 3rd and final game of the year, but it looks like they're starting to connect. Last week, Charter Oak took on Bonita, and they lost by 1 point, 15-4. It was a nail-biter until the very end, as Conis with the kick into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. South Hills starting on the 20-yard line, and Dylan Ware coming back out for the Huskies.
Ball starts on the 20-yard line. The Huskies will have another go-round here. First down and 10 from there.
This Charter Oak defense, they're known for pressure, and they force turnovers constantly. As a quick snap, that'll be to the outside. Tackle for maybe a yard or two. Jacob Del Rio with the carry. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the left hash on the 22-yard line. Huskies coming out with that quick snap. Ware with the quick pitch over to Del Rio. Looking for more positive yards. One receiver to the right, one to the left for Ware. Ware under center. Takes the drop, throws it up. Intended for number 4, Sebastian Marabin. And that'll be incomplete, 3rd and 8. Ware being under center. Look for Charter Oak to try to pressure him way more if he's down there. The Huskies now in a spread. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ware throwing out signs, takes the snap, looks up, going to throw it bouncing to his intended receiver for another incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 8. Number 28 was the intended receiver. Gary Sanangelo, the intended receiver.
There is a flag, however. Scratch that. It is now 4th down and 8. Huskies set up to punt.
And the punt is up, and it'll be fair caught in Husky territory at about the 43-yard line. Joshua Martinez with the fair catch. And with 9:50 left in the first quarter, the Huskies already had 2 possessions. Charter Oak had 1 possession, leading to a touchdown to give Charter Oak a 7-0 lead. Charter Oak offense is on the sideline in a huddle, coming out onto the field. Our first time seeing number 4, Sam Mason, out on the field today. And it looks like they're having some personnel challenges right now. Farr gets the snap, hands it off. Hit, not taken down until another person is able to come on over and help him out. And that'll be number 29 with the carry for Charter Oak.
Number 29,
Nathan Alvarado with the carry. Charter Oak continuing the no huddle. 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom.
And number 29, Adrian McCoy on the stop.
Alvarado, the lone receiver. Farr takes a snap, quick throw to the left. And Gabriel Hart, number 19, the intended receiver, unable to haul that in. And it's going to stay 3rd and 7. Farr able to take that snap with the quick throw, but it looks like Hart was trying to run before he got it. Chargers break the huddle. Same formation, 3 up top, 1 at the bottom. Farr takes a snap, looks right, throws it to Alvarado, makes the catch, stays in bounds, and that's going to be a Charter Oak touchdown. 33-yard touchdown throw from Farrar to Alvarado. Farrar able to put it in the one place the defender couldn't, and his guy could. And Charter Oak capitalizes on their second drive tonight. Dylan Konis out for the extra point. And that'll be good for the extra point. With 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the quarter, Charter Oak 14, Huskies 0. Charter Oak so far able to score on 2 passing touchdowns from Vincent Farrar, one for a quick screen and the other one going over the top on that fade. Charter Oak already at their season average of 14 points per game. I'm expecting them to score a little more this game so far. Konis with the kickoff. Number 4, Maribin with the return. Coming out of the end zone. Not met by a tackler until about the 25-yard line, falls forward to about the 26-27, where the Huskies will start their drive. Marshawn Green, number 3, with the tackle. Huskies offense is back on to the field here at District Field. Huskies offense breaks the huddle. Dylan Ware in the gun. The junior has 3 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Brings a man in motion, hands it off to number 28, who's able to make 2 guys miss. And he's not going to be tackled until a little into the 40. And that'll be on Charter Oak's 36-yard line. Alvarado with the carry. So this Huskies offense was bottled up those first 2 drives and then finally able to bring one out. Gary Sanangelo with that carry. Huskies still in the empty. It'll be a screen to number 10, who's able to turn upfield. Looking for blockers. He'll be taken down after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 on the 31-yard line. Number 10, Ryan Licata with the 5-yard catch. Huskies staying in the empty. Ware takes a snap, looks left, throws left, back to number 10, Ryan, who's trying to keep getting some extra yards, and he'll finally be taken down after getting that first down on about the 17-yard line. Going right back to Licata.
First down and 10. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line.
Licata with the quick route, able to carry about 2 Charter Oak players with him until he's finally taken down. Licata in the slot. Huskies trying for a hard count. It looks like they got it. Indeed, it'll be encroachment on Charter Oak. Make that 1st and 5.
Encroachment. Making it a first down and 5.
Huskies now on the 12-yard line. Ware back in the empty formation. Has an uncovered receiver on his right side. Instead, Ware looks to his left, throws it over the head of number 4, Sebastian Maribin, and that'll stay 2nd and 5. Ware liked what he saw on the left side, both corners a little bit off his receivers. Just sailed it. Huskies receivers getting in their formation. Ware takes a snap, looks to his right, throws it just out of the reach of his intended receiver.
Just out of the hands of Jacob Clemente.
Number 19, Jacob Clemente, the intended receiver. 3rd and 5. So after a great run by San Angelo for the Huskies, they're stalled right now in the red zone. Not able to get much going after that encroachment call on the Chargers. Huskies in the huddle, substituting players out, and Ware looks to the sideline. Very heavy situation. Ware hands it off to number 12, who had about 3 lead blockers on top of that line. And it looks like he was just able to get that first down for a gain of about 6. It'll be on that 8-yard line. Jacob Del Rio, the man with the carry. The Huskies now getting out of that heavy formation, bringing on some more receivers out onto the field. Ware under center. Receiver up top, one at the bottom, 2 running backs behind him. He'll pitch it to Del Rio. Del Rio tries to turn upfield, unable to, as he was drilled by number 2, Jordan Gonzalez.
Thrown down by Jordan Rodriguez of the Chargers. Moving the ball back to about the 10-yard line and a behind the line of scrimmage tackle made by the Charger. 2nd down and goal to go.
Gonzalez able to read that play coming from the backside and doing a great job wrapping up. Ware back in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Charter Oak showing pressure. And it looks like they were able to get him yet again for another encroachment play. They're now going to be inside the 5-yard line.
Just inside the 4-yard line now. 2nd down from there. And goal to go.
2nd and goal, and we've seen this Charter Oak defense the past 2 games, bend not break mentality, making opposing offenses earn every single yard. Ware looks to the left, now he's rolling out, stops his feet, tries to throw it, and is batted down by Marshawn Green.
Ware's pass tipped while he was hurried.
Marshawn Green coming off that left side. And if Ware didn't throw that away, I'm sure he was going to be thrown into the ground. Saw a couple drives last week where number 3, Green, just completely took over and was a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Huskies quick snap. Play action, throw to the big boy. And that'll be a touchdown. Number 44 on that Huskies offense, Dylan Ward with the catch. And a 4-yard throw from Dylan Ware in the red zone. This Huskies team set that up earlier. They had a 3rd and 5 situation where they had 3 lead backs with Del Rio getting 6 yards from that, going completely heavy. Now in the red zone running that same exact play, except this time going over the top to Dylan Ward. Number 20 out for the kick, and that'll be good. With 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter, Charter Oak still has a lead of 14 to the Huskies 7. If you're just joining us, I'm Zachary Niccoli. You are watching the matchup between the Charter Oak Chargers and the South Hills Huskies. Charter Oak deferred the kick to start off the game. South Hills' very first play was intercepted by Aaron Mangan, and that right away turned into a 12-yard touchdown throw from Vincent Farrar to Gabriel Valenzuela. South Hills not able to get anything going after that. Charter Oak came back and had a 33-yard touchdown throw to number 24, Edward Gonzalez. And then right now, South Hills just answered back with their own touchdown to Dylan Ward from Dylan Ware. Kick is up, will be returned from the 15 and brought back just past the 35, maybe the 36-yard line is where this Charter Oak offense is going to start off.
Charger return to the 36-yard line.
As the Charter Oak offense is jogging out.
5 minutes even in the first.
Gabriel Hart running out onto the field. Farrar takes a snap. It'll be a quick handoff. Fierro tackled for maybe a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 on the 38-yard line.
Ray Fierro. Bottled up in a hurry by David Bullock.
David Bullock with the tackle for the Huskies.
Pickup of about 2 yards, second down and
Farrar takes a snap. Quick throw to Sam Mason on the left side. Mason able to run and get that first down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Charter Oak still in Husky territory.
number 4, Dennis Mason. First down Chargers at the 47-yard
Still with the up-tempo offense. Farrar with 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Sam Mason, the lone receiver. Farrar takes a snap, looks left, quick throw to Mason, who's unable to keep a hold of that one. And it'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
to Mason, incomplete. Second down and 10.
Mason trying to hold that in until the corner came on in, making Mason unable to hold on to that. Jacob Clemente, the man in coverage. Farrar 3 at the bottom. Rolls out to his right side. Throws to the middle man, and that'll be caught for a first down.
First down.
Number 12, Jaden Alexander.
Jaden Alexander. All the way down to the Husky 42-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 42-yard line, finally in Husky territory. As Alexander gets off the field. Charter Oak with a little heavier formation now has a tight end and Pistone in as a fullback. Farrar under center, gives it off to number 43, Joshua Pistone, who's able to make one guy miss. He's trying to run by another and will be tackled inside the 20-yard line for another first down. Always love seeing some fullback love.
Ryan Godina barely onto the right side off tackle. Tackle by Noah Cabrera.
Noah Cabrera for the Huskies with the tackle. Joshua Pistone with the great run, almost about 20. Farrar now in the gun. Takes a snap, and this play will be blown dead. And it'll be a false start on Charter Oak, making it now 1st and 15.
That can make it a first down and 15.
They're now on the 24-yard line on the right hash. In at running back now, we have number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. Joshua Pistone now in at the tight end position. Gonzalez gets the handoff, runs right into 2 Huskies, and that'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 14.
Jordan Gonzalez tries the middle, but he runs into the bear hug of Frank Quintero. Short gain.
3 men off, 3 men on for the Charter Oak offense, as they're trying to get their 3rd touchdown of the night. Charter Oak so far good in the red zone. Let's see if they can keep that up. Farrar in the gun, takes a snap, looks left, throws left double covered with Sam Mason, but that doesn't matter. He caught it for about a gain of 8. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Looks like the linebacker wasn't really paying attention, at his back to the ball. Mason able to come up and make the tackle. Clemente, the man over there who's guarding number 4. And that's going to be a matchup I want to watch tonight. For our 3rd and 5 handoff, going to be hit standing up. Not enough for that first down. It'll be maybe a gain of 2 on the 14-yard line, maybe 13. And they're going for it. Jordan Gonzalez with that short carry. It's now going to be about 4th and 4. Tried to go hard count. Looked like a Husky went over, but no call. Farrar takes a snap, throws it to the right. This play is going to be called dead. Probably a false start. And that'll be a false start now. So instead of 4th and 4, it's going to be 4th and 9. This Charter Oak team is going to attempt a field goal, their first one of the season for Dylan Konis, number 20. Holder tonight for the field goal is going to be number 19, Gabriel Hart. And this is a comfortable range for Dylan Konis. Hart with the hold, Konis with the kick. And no good as it hits the bottom of the post. Not able to bounce in. And that score is going to remain 14-7 with a Charter Oak advantage.
Huskies will take over the first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seemed for a second that one was going to bounce right back in there. Not the case. As we have 52 seconds left in this first quarter, Charter Oak has the lead 14-7. Dylan Ware is back on this offense under center. Trying to get Charter Oak to jump. Fumbled that handoff. Charter Oak emphatically pointing that they have the ball. But it matters what the guys in the black and white stripes say. Whitecap says yes, Charter Oak football. Number 7, Joshua Martinez with the recovery for Charter Oak. So after a missed field goal, Charter Oak able to pressure Ware enough to where he fumbles the handoff, the snap, and able to recover the fumble. Charter Oak back in the red zone on the 20-yard line on that left hash. Let's see if they can capitalize this time around. Farrar in the heavy formation has 3 running backs with him. Takes a snap. Will hand it off to number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. As Gonzalez will fumble the ball himself. South Hills saying they got it. And the referee's indicating that South Hills did get it. So a trade of turnovers here tonight. Back-to-back plays. Looking at this game before we come on in, I was looking at South Hills. They only had 51 yards last week. Charter Oak has a stout defense, and I was thinking whoever makes the fewest mistakes tonight will win. Both teams showing they have made those few. South Hills on offense, man in motion, will get the carry for maybe a gain of 3. Jacob Clemente, number 19, with the carry. Huskies on the 20-yard line. The clock is still running. Let's see if they are trying to get one more play in before the half. And they will. Ware still in the empty formation. Looks right, throws right. That'll be low. Making it 3rd and 7 for his intended receiver. Clemente.
Pass incomplete, intended for Ryan Zapata, who's had some reps today.
And after that incompletion, that makes the clock stop with 3 seconds left. So by the time we go into the second quarter, we'll find out if they get a first down or not. 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. Ware surveying the defense. Charter Oak showing pressure. And that'll be the 3rd time that this defense is drawn offsides. So now 3rd and long turns into 3rd and 2. Huskies probably going to come back out into that heavy formation. Ware under center, and his guys go false start. And that'll be 3rd and 7 now.
Illegal procedure, Huskies.
As quick as you can give it, it will be taken away. Able to make Charter Oak jump off sides, and all of a sudden they have their own false start. Huskies probably going to go back to their spread offense and give us the last play of the first quarter, unless we have another penalty. Huskies in the empty. Ware looks left, throws left, number 10. With the catch, driven back. Lacaille wrestled back. Not enough for that first down, as it'll be 4th and 2 as we head into the second quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, Charter Oak has the lead 14 to the South Hills Huskies 7. You're listening to Charter Oak Football.
Looks like the Huskies will be looking at a 4th down and 2, and we'll be, from the home crowd vantage point, we'll be going from our left to our right.
4th and 2 going into the second quarter as we switch sides. This Huskies offense is thinking, what are they to do? Usually in these 4th and short, 3rd and short situations, they've come out in that heavy offensive personnel, going for the quick snap and able to get yards at will. This Charter Oak defense now showing pressure like always, especially in these short situations. Let's see what they're able to bring. We have had 3 turnovers tonight, 1 interception, and 2 fumbles in total. And this Huskies offense is going to come out in a punt formation. And the start of the second quarter is going to be a punt by the Huskies. Number 7, Joshua Martinez, will receive it at his own 46 and not able to get a yard after that. Looks like he actually lost a yard as he's on his own 43. Last time this Charter Oak offense was out here, they were in the red zone, handed the ball off to number 2, and he fumbled it up. This offense gets into formations. We have 1 receiver up top, 2 at the bottom, and Farrar in the gun. Farrar takes a snap, hands it off to Fierro. He's able to get the outside and maybe a little more. It's going to be about 2nd and 7 as a flag comes in.
Fierro trying the right side. Tackled by Jordan Rodriguez.
Tackle by Jordan Rodriguez.
Picks up 7 yards on the play, but there is a flag, however.
And I'm assuming a holding call. And that is indeed what it was. That'll be a 10-yard penalty, making it 1st and 20 for the Charter Oak offense. Charter Oak's offense so far tonight has been pretty balanced, able to throw the ball through the air and run it on the ground. Interested to see what their first play in 1st and long will be. Spread formation, 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Same play to Fierro. Tries to make 1 guy miss, able to make 2. Will go upfield for maybe a gain of 5.
Number 22, Ray Fierro. Gets some of that back.
Fierro will be on the 38-yard line.
Tackled by Enrique Carmichael.
2nd and 15.
2nd down and 14.
Farrar takes a snap, looks left. It'll be a quick bubble to Jaden Alexander. Gets taken down by 2 Huskies. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. So 2 downs later from a holding call. 3rd and 10 for the Charter Oak offense. Farrar waiting for the play. 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom for Charter Oak. Farrar barking out the play. Will take the snap, looks right. He's going to throw down the middle of the field to a wide open Jaden Alexander, who's not able to haul that in. Nearest defender might have been maybe 4 or 5 yards away from him. Unable to bring it in. With that incomplete pass, it's going to be 4th and 10. And a punt unit is coming on out. First time tonight we're seeing number 11 for Charter Oak, Gabriel Valenzuela. On the 43-yard line, Valenzuela awaiting to kick. Snaps high, able to field it, and this is going to be a short punt. And that'll bounce on about the 41-yard line in Husky territory, where South Hills will take over. After that short punt, the score remains Charter Oak 14, Huskies 7, with 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
10 minutes even to go, 2nd quarter.
So far, we're scoreless in the 2nd quarter as we have Dylan Ware, number 18, quarterback for South Hills, in the empty. Hill takes a snap, looks to the left, not able to get his head around. That was intended for number 11.
Ware tries a quick throw to
Enrique Carmichael, the intended receiver. Looked like he just wasn't able to get his head around in time. Charter Oak so far in this 1st quarter able to bring a good amount of pressure, and sometimes quarterbacks get in their head when they have that much pressure. Ware under center now. Takes a snap, hands off to his right, and that'll go for maybe an inch. 3rd and 9.5 to go. Number 12, Jacob Del Rio with the carry. So we have some substitutions for South Hills. In what seems like South Hill's favorite formation, they're out and empty again. 3rd and long. South Hills is going to take a timeout as it seems that they need to fix that offensive personnel.
Timeout for the Huskies.
That'll be the Huskies' first timeout of the quarter.
It is their first.
Charter Oak has 3 left. South Hills has 2 left. And with 9:15 left in the second quarter, Charter Oak still leads 14 to the Huskies 7. You're listening to Charter Oak football. As we have 9 minutes until halftime here at District Field, this is South Hill's only home game, but it's also their homecoming game to end the 2021 spring football season. At halftime here in Covina, California, they will be naming homecoming prince and princess. Enough about royalty, back to football. Clemente in motion. Ware takes a snap. It'll be a quick screen to number 4, Sebastian Marabin, and he'll be tackled for a loss of 2. 4th and 11 on the 39-yard line.
Chargers behind the line of scrimmage, bring it up a 4th down and 11. The punting unit comes on for the Huskies.
4th and 11 on the 39-yard line for the Huskies. They're going to bring out their punting unit. Charter Oak looking to get another chance to score. Back deep for Charter Oak is number 7, Joshua Martinez, waiting the return. As there's a flag on the play, this will be called dead. Martinez going for the practice, not able to hold on to it. This is going to be a false start on South Hills.
False start Huskies.
4th and 16 now on the 34-yard line.
Move it to 4th and 16 at the 34-yard line.
And I'm assuming we're going to see the same play.
And you're forced to put a little extra leg in it now.
Martinez still awaiting. Kick is high.
Josh Martinez.
Able to hold on to that. Martinez calls for the fair catch. Muffed it. Able to jump right back on top of that. And he'll field it at about the 22-yard line.
Chargers will start over on their own
On the 23-yard line is where this offensive drive is going to start for Charter Oak after what could have been another turnover in this game. With 8 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter, Charter Oak still leads 14-7. Farrar and the Chargers running on out. Fierro, the running back, on the left of Farrar. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Farrar, quick screen to Valenzuela. Not able to hold on to it. And that ball was incomplete, but there was no whistle. I think it's going to be a fumble.
I think the indication is it may have been a backward pass, but we're not seeing that quite.
As there's some pointing, and indeed they're going to say that it was a backwards pass behind Farrar. And Valenzuela did not jump on it. The Huskies able to hop on it and make this Huskies possession in Charter Oak territory on the 14-yard line.
5 or 6 Huskies on top of that one. First down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
So far, each team has their own pair of turnovers. The Huskies have 1 interception and 1 fumble. Charter Oak giving up 2 fumbles. Ware in the gun, 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Take the snap, looks left, throws left, and it'll be low, bouncing for an incomplete pass to number 4, Sebastian Marabin.
Who leans over to it, doesn't quite get the handle. Second down and 10.
2nd and 10 on that 14-yard line. Where we've seen that a couple times now, just short of his receivers. And this Charter Oak pressure trying to get there. This will be complete to Jacob Clemente. Nice spin move, able to get within 2 yards of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal now.
Handy little bit of running and a lot of chaos. He gets all the way down. 1st down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Husky.
Ware looked left, threw it over to Clemente. He was able to put a move on.
That's down to the 3-yard
And it'll now be 3 yards to go for the Huskies. And we're seeing that quick huddle yet again. It'll be a handoff to number 12, Del Rio. Looks like he got that extra effort in for a Husky touchdown. The Huskies are on a 13-0 run right now. And after this point after, it could be tied up.
Del Rio also a wrestler at South Hills High School. He likes long walks on the beach and poetry.
Dylan Ware, the holder for South Hills for the snap. And that's going to be blocked. Number 43, Joshua Pistoni of the Chargers, able to get on in there as it seemed as if the kicker hesitated. And the Chargers will hold on to the lead. Gabe Pena with the hesitation, allowing Pistoni to get there.
14, Huskies 13.
And after the blocked extra point, Charter Oak will keep a 1-point lead, 14-13. As Charter Oak will wait to receive the kickoff.
Pena to kick it off.
Back for the Chargers, we have a couple speedsters. We got Sam Mason, Gabriel Valenzuela, and Joshua Martinez. The Huskies waiting for one more man on their kickoff squad. And we officially have 11. Pena with the kick. And Valenzuela is going to field it. Takes it from the 10. He's going to cut inside, tripped up, falling forward. Will get maybe to the 25-yard line.
Number 21, J.J. Juarez, trips up Gabriel Valenzuela, falls forward and gets to about the 27-yard line.
Charter Oak started out this game quickly, having 2 quick touchdowns. South Hills able to answer back here almost halfway through the second quarter. Chargers still have a 1-point lead, trying to cushion that lead though. Chargers are going to come out in a spread formation. Farrar in the gun with Fierro next to him. 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Fierro gets the handoff, trying to bounce outside, falling forward, maybe able to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 on the 25.
Trying the right side, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
7 minutes and change left in the quarter. Time is not a factor for this offense. They can do what they want.
2nd down and 10.
Farrar takes a snap, looks right, throws right. That'll be to number 11, Valenzuela, who will get a 1st down and more on the 39-yard line. And this is when this offense gets in a rhythm. Quick throws, able to build that confidence of both the receiver and the quarterback. And that's when good things happen. Another quick throw to Valenzuela to the left side now. He'll be taken down for yet another catch. And he's now in Husky territory on the 49. And there will be a timeout. The Huskies are going to be taking their 2nd of the half. And with 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter, the Chargers have 3 timeouts left. The Huskies have 1 left, as the Chargers have a 1-point lead. Huskies calling a timeout to try to slow down the rhythm of Charter Oak as their offense has connected on 2 straight passes, both leading to first downs. Farrar coming out into this game. Started the game off with 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. Now so far he has 2 touchdowns and no picks this game. He's approaching 100 yards passing on the game. Looking to add to that total here. Charter Oak is back out onto the field. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the right. Farrar will roll out to the right, looking to throw underneath, and that'll be just underneath the intended receiver, Jaden Alexander. After that incomplete pass, 2nd and 10, still in Husky territory on the left hash. Charter Oak still 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom, the lone receiver, Edward Gonzalez. Fierro with the handoff, lucky to get maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 9 on the 48. Miguel Garcia with the tackle. And there will be a holding call. It's not going to be 3rd and 9. It's now going to be 2nd and 19. Second and long to go for the Chargers. And Farrar's now in the empty formation. 2 receivers at the bottom with Fierro at the bottom. 3 receivers up top. Farrar getting the call. I'm looking at Alexander right now. That ball's tipped, and it'll be incomplete. Tipped down at the line of scrimmage. Dylan Ward trying to say it was a fumble. Refs aren't falling for it. It's going to be a dead ball, 3rd and 19. Charter Oak bringing it back, their running back into the backfield. It's going to be a draw play. Fierro sees field, tries to make one guy miss, unable to. Gets 7 on the play, making it a 4th and 12. Dylan Ward yet again with the tackle. 4th and 13 to go for the Chargers. They're on the 47-yard line. And the punting unit coming out for Charter Oak. Number 11, Gabriel Valenzuela out to punt for the Chargers. Number 4, Mariban awaiting the kick. This will be a short line drive right to Mariban. Mariban trying to make a guy miss, unable to, as that one is cleaned up by Charter Oak's own number 24, Edward Gonzalez, with the finishing tackle. Mariban trying to get out of that tackle, unable to. Until Gonzalez comes over and puts the finishing lick on him. With 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the quarter, Huskies trying to put up some points. Clemente in motion, does not get the handoff. It'll be to the running back Del Rio, who gets 3 yards, 2nd and 7. The Huskies on their own 23. The Huskies now showing a little more deception, as the past couple times we've seen a man in motion, he has received the handoff. Bunch formation for the Huskies. Ware takes a snap. It'll be handed off to Del Rio yet again, who gets 2 yards, making it 3rd and 4 now. Huskies on the 25-yard line. They have to get to the 29. Huskies back in a bunch formation. Ware pointing out the defense. Some movement on that offensive side. And the referees agree with me. It's going to be a false start. 3rd and 9. The Huskies now on their own 20-yard line. Making it 3rd and long. Huskies coming out most of this first half trying to get Charter Oak to jump off sides. Another play action. Incomplete this time. Dylan Ward, the intended receiver, were unable to connect with him. With the incomplete pass, it's now going to be 4th and 9, and the Huskies punting unit coming on out. Gabe Pena out to kick for South Hills. And the return man for Charter Oak, your very own number 7, Joshua Martinez. A little high of a kick. Pena in the direction of Martinez. It'll hit South Hills' own man. And that'll be downed at midfield directly. So after Pena's kick hits Clemente right in the noggin, it'll be downed at the 50-yard line, where Charter Oak has 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go.
Thank you for joining us here at Covina District Field with these 2 perennial powerhouse football programs. We hope you're enjoying the game.
3 minutes and 28 seconds left in this half. Charter Oak has 50 yards to go to get into that end zone. Charter Oak already with a no-huddle offense. It'll be business as usual from. Three receivers up top, 1 tight end in the game for the Chargers. It'll be a handoff to Gonzalez. Excuse me, that's actually number 26, Danny Orozco, for a carry of about 6 yards.
Comes barely through the middle and gets laid out by Miguel Garcia. I'm sorry, that was Frank Keaton.
3 minutes to go and counting.
2nd down and 4.
Farrar takes a snap, hands it off yet again to 26, who's able to make a couple guys miss, bouncing right off his own guy. And that'll be worth way more than just a first down. He's pumped, and so am I. Orozco with a gain of about 16. And this Charter Oak offense is on the 29-yard line. That left hash, Farrar looking over for the play. Keep feeding the beast. Let's see Orozco get another handoff. There he goes. Guys are trying to tackle him. Took about half that team to bring him down for a small gain of 3 yards.
Picks up about 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. The clock running now.
2nd and 6.
Chargers throw will drive together. Timeout.
Oh, there's business as usual. We're still going 2nd and 6 on the 25-yard line. Not sure if the clock's a factor yet. As far as under center, handoff to Pistone. And this play is going to be called dead. False start on Charter Oak. It's now going to be 2nd and 11 on the 30-yard line. Pistone, last time he got the ball, was a bowling ball going for about 15.
So 2nd and manageable becomes 2nd and 10. 140 now.
Orozco coming off the field. I hope to see a little more of him tonight.
Once again, please make sure you're eating in the snack bar area. All food
Farrar in the pistol. Pistone to his left. Fierro behind him. Farrar three-step drop, throws it up to his intended receiver. Able to make the catch, but there is a flag. There seemed to be a little hand action on Charter Oak's side.
Farrar connecting to Nathan Alvarado.
Let's see the call.
Flag, however.
And they're going to say that goes against Charter Oak. Nathan Alvarado, the intended receiver, who's called with the penalty.
Looking at a second down and 25.
And that'll be a 15-yard penalty. Charter Oak now on the 45-yard line
Ball spotted now.
with a minute and 16 left to go. Charter Oaks receivers off the line. The ball was not snapped. That'll be a false start, bringing us back to where we started, midfield. 2nd and a mile to go.
Another false start becomes a second down and 30.
Let's see what Charter Oak has up their sleeve.
50-yard line.
And that'll be a high snap. Farrar just falls on it smartly.
Farrar gets the head.
Number 22, Ray Fierro, protecting his quarterback.
On this drive, the Chargers deep offense is becoming the Huskies.
And that'll be a 7-yard loss, making it 3rd and 37. I'm anticipating a screen or a draw right now. Most Charter Oaks team in the huddle. And they're just trying to let that clock go down to give South Hills the least amount of time possible. Just as we anticipated a timeout being called, and that'll leave 23 seconds left on the clock. And when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 37 for Charter Oak. 23 seconds away from halftime. You have to imagine one more play, and then we'll head into the half and enjoy some homecoming festivities here at District Field in Covina, California. South Hills defense on the field. Covering about 20 yards deep, trying to make sure nothing gets beyond him. It'll be a handoff to number 22, Fierro. Looks to get to the outside, trying to stay in bounds. Goes out of bounds, and that clock will stop.
Trying the right side.
Referees signaling the clock to run, and it does.
Bounds with 11 seconds to go, and it's 4th down.
4th and forever. Think that was the last play until we head into halftime.
Yards.
And that will do it for the end of the first half.
We got a good competitive contest here so far. 1 point.
After that run for a couple yards, it's now going to be a 1-point lead. Charter Oak 14, the Huskies 13. You're listening to Charter Oak football. And we're back here for Charter Oak football. I'm Zachary Niccoli. Charter Oak deferred to start the game, so they are receiving the kickoff as Gabe Pena will kick that ball out at around the 10-yard line. Flags are flying. And Charter Oak will start this game a little higher than 10. If you're just joining us, Charter Oak is leading this game by 1 point, 14-13. Both teams scored 2 touchdowns. But number 43, Joshua Pistone for the Chargers, able to block an extra point, giving the Chargers 1 point lead. Heading into the second half, here we are. Charter Oak's offense jogging on out, led by number 8, Vincent Farrar, for the last game of this 2021 football spring season. Farrar takes a snap, and that'll be a handoff to Fierro, who gets about 3 yards, and he'll be 2 yards, and it'll be on the 37-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Fierro tries the middle for about 2 yards in the pickup before Husky wall firmed up. Nothing behind you!
Fierro up the middle, not able to get much as Farrar takes that snap. Looks left, throws the screen to Valenzuela, who's able to turn, make 2 guys miss, and he's going to be gone. No one's going to catch him.
10 touchdown Chargers. Little swing pass there.
63 yards for Valenzuela to give Charter Oak a lead.
3 yards for the touchdown.
Farrar noticed that the Huskies were playing soft, look left, threw a quick screen to Valenzuela, who took full advantage of it, showing off the speed as Dylan Konis is out for the extra point. Konis with the kick, and he's still perfect on the season in extra points.
Perfect on the season and perfect tonight. Created an 8-point lead for the Chargers.
And after 48 seconds into the second half, just like we started, Charter Oak now has an 8-point lead, 21 to the Huskies 13. As I mentioned, both teams scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. Farrar had 2 passing touchdowns, one to Valenzuela and another one to Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you.
South Hills, meanwhile, they had a 4-yard touchdown pass from Ware, and they ran another one in. Konis with the kickoff. And that'll be taken at about the 3 by Maribin, and he'll be hit right after a spin at about the 14, 15-yard line.
By 4 Chargers that drive a back attack.
And there is a flag late.
15-yard line.
Has to be something related to unsportsmanlike. As he's talking to number 43, it might be on Pistone. White Hat's talking it over with the rest of his crew. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul on the Chargers. So instead of starting on that 14-yard line, we're going to come on up 15 yards to about the 30.
First down and 10 from there.
First and 10, waiting for those chains to move with us. Chains are set. Game is good to go. Chargers showing some pressure. They bring 6. Ware trying to escape, able to get to the right side. And he'll run for about 5 yards, not before a flag is thrown for holding on that left side.
Up to the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 5.
So referees talk that call over. And let's see if they saw what I saw. And indeed, that'll be a holding on that Huskies offense. Instead of 2nd and 5, we are now going to have 2nd and 20. Second and 30, actually. That ball is going to be on the 11-yard line.
Huskies game negated and a penalty tacked on.
They change the down marker to 1. It's now going to be first and forever. Ware takes a snap in the gun. Looks right, throws right. Right through the hands of his receiver. Looks like he was not expecting that. And that'll be second and long.
Ware's pass incomplete, in and out of the hands.
Looked like it was intended
Second
for
down and 30.
Clemente. That bullet was too much for him to handle as we go on to second and 30. Ware remains in the gun. Chargers showing a lot of pressure. Marshawn Green jumping around, and he's going. Whistle was blown. And it looks like it's going to be on that Charter Oak side. And it'll be offsides for a 5-yard penalty. Lucky for Ware, because Marshawn Green looked like he had a clean take off that edge.
Second down and 25.
Ware's going to get the snap, running immediately from pressure, and that pass is going to be tipped.
Another tipped ball. Ware's pass incomplete.
Third and 25. Referee confirming that that was a tip pass. And we will have third and forever. Let's see what the Huskies have up their sleeve, as this Charter Oak front seven is something else right now. Came out of the half with a fire lit underneath them. Dylan Ware, the quarterback, in the empty formation. Ware takes a snap. He looks left. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. 4th and 30.
Where he's sacked by Jordan Gonzalez, who shows a great display of sportsmanship.
Jordan Gonzalez
And not made Ware to his feet.
taking him to the ground for about a 7-yard loss.
4th down and 30. The punting unit comes on.
So 4th and 30 for the Huskies. I think it's an easy decision. They're coming out with their punt unit. Gabe Pena out to punt. That's going to be a short kick. Everybody staying away from it as South Hills jumps on it. And that kick is going to stay in South Hills territory as Charter Oak gets to start this on their 42-yard line.
First to get there for the Huskies.
Jordan Nunez downing the ball.
Charter Oak will take over Husky territory, however, on the 42-yard line with 9:47 here in the third.
Charter Oak cheerleaders on their side, cheering on the crowd as we have 9:47 left in the third quarter. And this Chargers offense is coming back out. If you remember, as they came out of the half, 63-yard touchdown from Farrar to Valenzuela. As this time it's going to be a handoff to Fierro, able to spin out of a tackle and get right back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies tried to jump on that fumble. Referees are saying it was down.
He's getting plenty of airtime tonight as 41 is really making some plays tonight.
2nd and 10 on the 42-yard line.
Clock rolling now into 9:20 area.
That's you, Jordan. Heads up.
2nd and 10, clock's ticking as Farrar's looking out. Giving the play to the receivers, 3 at the bottom, 1 up top. Let's see if they take advantage of the short coverage, and indeed they do. Mason able to take that ball, spin to the outside, get close to that first down maybe.
A little quick out along the sideline.
It's going to be 3rd and about 3.
Push
Ball at the 35-yard line. As Farrar looks on. Fierro right next to Farrar. Gets the handoff. He's going to try to get to the outside, which he does, and gets a couple more. He's going to fall forward just past that 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
This time, tackle made by Enrique Carmichael.
Dylan Ward jogging onto the field for a substitution as the Chargers are hurrying up this offense. Farrar takes a snap, looks right. Valenzuela for the screen yet again. Able to cut inside, gets taken down after about a gain of maybe 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Valenzuela on the screen, taken down by Noah Cabrera, among others.
Noah Cabrera, the first one to make contact with Valenzuela. The rest of the pack came in a hurry. 8 minutes and change left in the third. Fierro switches sides. Farrar takes a snap, hands it off to Fierro yet again. He cuts inside, goes up, able to make one guy take off that tackle, and he'll get a first and a couple more. It's going to be on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
First down and 10 from the 15.
Chargers have a good mix of running backs so far this game, and Fierro, Gonzalez, and Pistone. For our quick screen yet again to Valenzuela, who cuts outside, cuts back inside,
To Fierro once again.
doing everything he can to stretch that ball out, only able to get to the 2-yard line, though. That'll be another first down. It's 1st and goal on the 2-yard line. Chargers in the same formation. They like their matchup. Farrar hands it off to Fierro. Fierro cuts up, lowers his shoulder, and he gets over the line. And that'll be a 2-yard touchdown run by Ray Fierro.
Chargers with another 6 points, making score 27-2.
Able to lower his shoulder and mean mug a little bit as he took that contact. Two possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Chargers into this second half. It's number 20, Dylan Konis, out yet again for the extra point. Hart handles the snap. Konis is up and good. And that will extend the Chargers' lead 28-13 with 7:05 left in the quarter. You're listening to Charter Oak Football. I'm Zachary Niccoli. Thank you for joining us tonight as we look to conclude the 2021 spring football season here between the South Hills Huskies and the Charter Oak Chargers here at Covina District Field in Covina, California. It's been a fun game tonight, and this crowd has been having fun as it is homecoming night for South Hills. They announced the Prince and Princess. It was a great ceremony, a lot of smiles, a lot of waves as they're going to call this kickoff down. Someone might have been ahead of schedule. And that's exactly what it is. Let's bring this back 5 yards.
Both squads kind of getting some rust off from our delayed season. Thank goodness we get to play, though.
Going into this game, Charter Oak was 0-2, South Hills 0-1.
Again, 5 yards back.
Each team looking to get their first one of the season as there was a ball thrown onto the field, taken off, and we'll continue play. Both teams looking to get their first win of the season as last week the Huskies took on West Covina. They lost 21-7, and that game around these parts are known as the King of Cameron game. West Covina takes that crown away from them. Let's try this kick yet again. Konis, line drive kick, bounces at about the 20, goes in between the legs of Maraban, who picks it up inside the 5, tries to go outside, unable to as he's tackled inside the 5, maybe on about the 3-yard line.
Charger coverage team. After a
So what brought the Chargers back 5 yards for the kickoff turns into a great kickoff by Dylan Konis. pinning the Huskies inside the 5.
It'll actually be about on the 5. Point of furthest forward progress. 6:52 to go.
So far,
Huskies looking at 95 yards.
both teams had a little bit of turnover trouble, but this Chargers offense has been leading the game, and their special teams has not been too shabby either. Ware taking the snap in his own end zone, hands the ball off to Del Rio, who's tackled immediately. Taken down by number 52 on that Charger defense. And that'll be Aaron Mangan, who already has 1 interception in this game. That was the first play of this game. It's now going to be 2nd and 13, ball on the 2-yard line. This Charter Oak defense trying to add one more way to score this game. Two-yard line, 2nd and a pitch in the end zone. Shocking play as he's able to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Interesting play when you're in your own end zone already to throw it, risking that chance of a fumble, but worked out for them. 3rd and 13, looking to get some room to punt. Ware under center. Takes a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Throws it off his back foot. Almost intercepted.
Ware's pass almost intercepted by
Number 23, Bishop Turner.
will bring up a 4th down and 13.
In and out of his hands.
Out of the Husky end zone.
Might have been for the better, as it looked like Clemente was on top of him, ready to tackle him if he did catch that. So instead of an interception near the 30, we now have a punt. Pena with the kick, and that's going to be short. Martinez is going to end up picking it up. He's going to shake off one guy, 2 guys. Now he's going to the outside on that left side. The punter, the only one who could stop him, and he doesn't. And that's going to be a punt return for a touchdown. Number 7, Joshua Martinez. This South Hills coaching staff pointing to that left side. Not sure exactly what they're pointing at. They may be asking about that fair catch.
Sweeping to the left side into the end zone.
South Hills coach is asking, hey, I think he called for a fair catch. What gives? Referees discussing it. That meeting breaks up. The white hat looking to make his decision. And we are redoing the punt. So a 35-yard punt return for a touchdown called back. That Charter Oak fan base, I do not blame them, booing the officials. And we're going to get a take 2. Still waiting for the call. Not sure what the basis was. Martinez looks like he was asking that ref, hey. Still some discussion going. Head coach for Charter Oak, Dominic Farrar, looking for an explanation. I would be too. I didn't see a flag on the field. I may have missed it. But if it was an issue with the fair catch, I don't believe they would have redone the punt. Not too sure what's happening. There's been some chaos past couple weeks with officiating. Unsure about some calls. Maybe we're all shaking off some rust. And we're back for another punt. Pena in his own end zone takes the kick. And that's going to be bounce on the 30. Martinez is going to take that one and go out of bounds at about the 35, 36-yard line in Husky territory. So after that turn of events, the score will remain 28-13 with 5:14 left in this quarter. I'll look for an explanation on that last play. See what I can get. 5:14 left in the third quarter. Charter Oaks offense coming on out, led by number 8, Vincent Farrar. Hasn't been too shabby. 3 touchdowns on the day. Farrar closing in on 200 yards passing on the day with another pass. Short side for a quick pitch and catch. Could have broken that tackle, but he will be taken out at about the 27-yard line, 2nd and 2 to go. That was number 29, Nathan Alvarado. He's had a couple catches today. Fierro with the handoff, going outside, quick stiff arm, and he'll get out of bounds for a Chargers first down. So he gets a little love out of bounds. Ball on the 23-yard line, right hash. Everyone on this Charter Oak offense getting some love. Number 11, Valenzuela with 2 touchdowns today. Alvarado just called his name. He has 1 on the day. And Fierro, the running back, getting some love right now. Already has a touchdown on the day. Able to cut inside. Tries to jump over defender. Tripped up for a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Fierro with the outside run for 2nd and medium. Fierro switches sides. Farrar takes a snap. It's going to be a quick throw to Sam Mason. Tries to make one guy miss. Unable to. Jacob Clemente with that tackle. Maybe lost a yard or got back. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Chargers. Clemente been hearing his name on both sides of the ball today. Coming up with some key tackles one-on-one. Farrar with the snap. Takes the ball, gives it to Fierro. He's trying to get to the outside. He's able to outrun one guy. Takes a shot. Able to still fall forward, though. That hit was delivered by number 7. After that hit and falling forward, it's now going to be 4th and maybe a foot or 2. Heavy formation. Last time we saw this, Pistone got that ball, and boy, can he run. Timeout taken on the field. Charter Oak, that'll be their first of the half. So after that timeout, we now have 3:54 left in the third quarter. Charter Oak leads 28 to the Huskies 13. You're listening to Charter Oak football. If you're just joining us, I'm Zachary Niccoli. All the action tonight between the Charter Oak Chargers and the South Hills Husky has been electric. There's been a couple mistakes, both teams having 2 turnovers. Huskies with an interception and a fumble. Charter Oak fumbled twice. Charter Oak able to capitalize on a couple of them. Farrar has 3 touchdowns today so far. Fierro has 1 rushing touchdown. And for the Huskies, Ware has a passing touchdown, while Del Rio has a rushing touchdown. Huskies already almost doubling what they did last week and already doing better offensively, moving the ball in key situations. As we come back to play, it's 4th and a foot for our 3 running backs behind him. Gives the ball to Pistone, who fumbles it. Even if the ball was given up, I don't think it was even past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Huskies' ball either way. They called it a fumble, and that'll bring the total up to 3 fumbles for Charter Oak today. Second time in a short situation like that Charter Oak has fumbled that ball. Jordan Rodriguez is the man who jumped right on top of that fumble, maybe even delivered the hit. 1st and 10 now on their own 14. Huskies with an opportunity. Where brings Clemente in motion, fakes the handoff to him. Del Rio with the handoff, and he'll get up for a gain of 7. Nathan Alvarado for that Chargers defense with the tackle. Safety was the man in the way of a potential touchdown run. Ware barking out orders. Chargers bringing pressure, and that flag comes out yet again. Let's see, who are we calling it on now? It's going to be an offsides for the Charter Oak Chargers, and that means an automatic first down. So they'll have a new set of downs on the 27-yard line. Licata in motion, handoff to Del Rio, who will get stopped after a gain of about 2. Huskies on that left hash mark on the 29-yard line, 2nd and 8 to go. The Huskies now using a little more deception, bringing guys in motion, handing the ball off to not who you'd expect. Didn't do a lot of that in the first half. Let's see if they're setting something up. Licata in motion yet again. This time he gets the ball, able to beat Green on the outside, cuts inside, prepares for a tackle, and is brought to the ground after a gain of about 5. It's going to be 3rd and 2nd. 3rd and 2. To go. The Huskies trying to get to the 36-yard line. See if they go back to their quick count. And they won't. As Ware's in the gun, he has 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Green on the outside, rushing, free. And he'll get in there and bring him to the ground. It's a fumble. Charter Oak jumps on it. And the referees are calling it Charter Oak ball. White hat already pointed towards Charter Oak side, and it's going to be Charter Oak ball. We're tied up yet again in the turnover category, each having 3. 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter, and this Charter Oak offense is back out onto the field. Stacked formation. Valenzuela gets the ball as he's in motion. He's going to be thrown down for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 on that 33-yard line. J.J. Juarez with the tackle for the Huskies. Fierro coming out. Danny Orozco back onto the field for Charter Oak. Ran with some emotion last time we saw him in the 2nd quarter. 26 switches sides. Farrar calling out plays. Soft corners, he comes back to Alvarado, who's able to shed a tackle, get close to that first down. He's going to be maybe a yard or two short, 3rd and 1.
Get on him, get on him.
Just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1. As the clock runs under 30 seconds.
Chargers on the 22-yard line. Staying in a 3-by-1 set. With the clock ticking, Chargers maybe get one more play until we head into the 4th quarter. Farrar takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Orozco. He's able to get by one guy, tripped up, and that's going to be a 1st down and more. He lands on the 14-yard line. And as the clock counts down, we are going to hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And here we go into the 4th. As the team switch sides, we head into the 4th quarter, and Charter Oak keeps the lead as they are charging 28-13. I'm Zachary Niccoli. You're listening to Charter Oak Football. Charter Oak in the red zone last drive, trying to bring it in, and they fumble the ball on a 4th and short situation. The Huskies trying to take advantage of it, cough it up yet again. As I mentioned, both teams having turnover issues, 3 apiece, 6 total for the game. Feels like there has been multiple penalties called for both teams. You can tell it is early in the season. As we walk, scoring update, Farrar with 3 touchdowns as opposed to Huskies quarterback Dylan Ware. He has 1 passing touchdown. Each team has a rushing touchdown apiece. Del Rio, number 12 for the Huskies with 1, and Ray Fierro, number 22 on the Chargers with his own. Chargers switching running backs quite a bit today, and they haven't skipped a beat. They've been going from number 22, Ray Fierro, to 26, Danny Orozco, to Jordan Gonzalez, number 2, sometimes throwing in the fullback. That's Charter Oak football right there when they're able to run the ball. Orozco, the running back in the game. Farrar takes a snap, escaping, and smartly will throw that ball out of bounds.
After a rollout, throws it away.
And it'll be 2nd and 10 on the 14-yard line. As Farrar lives to fight another day. Vince getting the snap, or the plays, takes a snap, gives it off to Orozco, who cuts inside, met immediately, trying to spin out of it, and that's not going to happen. He looked to have been grabbed pretty high, no flags that time, as it's going to be 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 on the 15-yard line. Charter Oak looking at 3rd and long yet again. Sam Mason and Gabriel Valenzuela have been the safety nets so far this season. Orozco steps up, going to block. Farrar takes a shot at the end zone, and that's going to be caught by Sam Mason, number 4. What a grab. What a grab, Sam Mason. Farrar put it right on him. Mason able to make the grab. And that'll be 6. Before heading into today, Vincent Farrar had 3 touchdowns on the game, all 3 are on the season, and all 3 of them went to number 4, Sam Mason. As we have 5 touchdowns now in this game, Farrar has 4 of them. Spreading that ball around. Mason with his 4th touchdown of the year. Extra point now for the Chargers. And that one was not Dylan Konis, but same result. That was good. That was number 88, Lewis Marin. Look at Lewis coming in, getting a point. After the extra point, Chargers now extend their lead 35 to the Huskies 13, as some fans are starting to leave the stadium. Charter Oak sideline cheerleaders are going to their music, giving their fight song, that Charter Oak crowd cheering on their team. As we saw our first backup of the game, Lewis Marin, number 88, not only getting that extra point, he's now coming in for the kickoff. And that is a beauty, landing at about the 13. Going to be taken back by Sebastian Maribin. Backpedaling, taken down. Close to the 30.
Scrambles and winds his way out to the
It's going to be on the 28-yard line, left hash, and Dylan Ware, the captain of this team, jogging out.
side hash mark. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth.
The junior, with 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, trails by 22 points. Not unattainable the way that both teams have been protecting the football. Chargers bringing pressure, and there will be a flag. False start on the Huskies.
Ball start of the Huskies. Make it a first down and 15.
And for that false start, that'll cost the Huskies 5 yards, making it 1st and 15, now on their own 23-yard line. Chargers have been bringing pressure all day. I expect the same thing. That one's going to be tipped. The third tipped ball tonight, one of them leading to an interception. That's going to be 2nd and 15. So the Huskies offense jogging into the huddle. Ware's getting the play, and the huddle will break. Del Rio on the right side of Ware. It's going to be a screen to Del Rio, who is sniffed out right away by, you may have heard this number 52 on that Charger defense, Aaron Mangan. He's all over the place tonight. Already has an interception this game, able to sniff out that screen for maybe a gain of 1. 3rd and 14 on the 29-yard line. Third and long, Ware in the gun. Corners playing off on both sides as there's a blitz off the edge. That'll be Pistone getting his hands up. Could have been the 4th deflected ball as he knocks Ware down as he throws for another incompletion. 4th and 14. And as 4th and 14 comes, the offense goes away, and we have the punting unit coming in for the Huskies. And this time around, Joshua Martinez, number 7, will not be returning the kick for the Chargers. Instead, we have number 12, Jaden Alexander. Alexander's going to allow that to bounce. Going to take it, makes one guy miss, and he's brought down shortly after. Got maybe a yard as he is on his own 37-yard line, and that's where this Chargers offensive drive is going to start. And with 10 minutes and 16 seconds left in the fourth, your Chargers are leading 35 to the Huskies 13.
Chargers will start on their own 42-yard line.
Chargers on their own 37, bringing out the battalion. Farrar still in the game with number 26, Danny Orozco, right next to him. Farrar takes a snap, and that's going to be a false start. Seems as if Farrar was in the middle of his cadence saying set, and the ball was snapped. A couple guys moving early. That'll be 5 yards. Charter Oak now on their own 32, 1st and 15 to go.
After the penalty, it'll now be first down and 15 for the Chargers, 10-15.
Charter Oak receivers now in a stack. Last time we saw this, it was a screen. This one's going to be handed off to Orozco, able to go right through the line. He's not met until maybe 10 yards after that line of scrimmage. He'll be out to the 45, getting more. Just short. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Getting 13 on that run. Farrar looking to the side, getting the play. He has 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Sam Mason, the lone receiver. Take the snap, give it off to Orozco, who's hit behind the line of scrimmage and thrown down at about the 41-yard line, making it now 3rd and medium.
This time he's thrown down in the backfield by Frank Quintero. Loses a yard, 3rd down and 3.
They're going to give him forward progress. It's going to be 3rd and 3. As the clock continues to count down, as the Chargers have a 22-point lead over the Huskies. Farrar hoping to get a 1st down to milk some more clock. Farrar takes a snap, throws it. Easy pitch and catch to that right side to, it seems like, his favorite target, Sam Mason.
Makes the connect.
And that's going to be a connection I think we'll see a lot of next season.
Adjust the chains, and because he went out of
Farrar and Mason, both juniors, both played on the same freshman team, and they both play basketball together. I don't know how much more chemistry you want between the two. Farrar takes a snap in the gun, gives it off to Orozco, who's able to make one move up the middle, cuts inside for maybe a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 on just inside the 40. It's going to be on the 39-yard line. South Hill's trying to make defensive adjustments. Not able to do so, so they call their first timeout of this half. Each team now has 2 left in the quarter. And with that timeout, we have 8:16 left in the 4th quarter. Charter Oak 35, the Huskies 13. You're listening to Charter Oak football. The weather's been interesting the past 3 Fridays the Chargers have played. It was freezing that first night, a little hotter that second, and we have a great breeze tonight. Can't be more than 60 degrees here in Covina, California. We have the cheerleaders in their jackets cheering on their Huskies. We have the Charter Oak cheerleading squad dancing in front of their fan base. And we're coming back to action as that Huskies defense jogs onto the field. We have the offense for Charter Oak coming back on. 2nd and 2 to go on the 39-yard line. Huskies coming out of their own timeout, and Farrar in the gun. He'll take the snap. It's going to be a quick throw to Mason. Looks like a miscommunication as Farrar threw outside. Mason came inside. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Jordan Rodriguez, number 2, the man in coverage on Mason. Farrar takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Orozco, who's able to make 1, 2, make that 3 guys miss until he's brought down. Not taken down, though, until he gets the yards he needs and more. J.J. Juarez with the tackle at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 to go for the Chargers as they are approaching the red zone. Farrar directing traffic, getting the play call. After a great run like that, I'm expecting Orozco to get that ball yet again. And indeed he does. It's going to be a zone up the middle. Gets grabbed, it looks like, around his face mask. And no flag. He'll be down after a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Mason switching sides to that bottom of your screen. 3 receivers at the bottom, tight end at the top. Orozco still the running back in the game. And Farrar in the gun. Takes a snap, able to handle it and give it to Orozco, who's able to go just shy of that 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 on that 17-yard line. Dylan Ward with the tackle. Third and 1 in Husky territory. Charter Oak's been decent in the red zone this game. Handoff to Orozco, able to get that first. Falling forward, maybe get an extra 2. And he's going to be inside the 15 to make it a 1st and 10. Ball on that 13-yard line. Chargers 13 yards until they can get in that end zone. Valenzuela moving from left to right to pair him up with Sam Mason. Alvarado, the lone receiver on the left. Huskies showing pressure, and they're going to bring it. It's going to be a handoff to Orozco on the outside, able to outrun a couple guys and turn up field for a gain of 9. It's going to be inside that 5-yard line. 2nd and 1 to go. I hear some whistle, and there's going to be a flag. Wonder what this one could be. Anytime it's thrown that late, something sportsman related. And as we await the call, that'll be unsportsmanship. Conduct on the Chargers, bringing them back 15 yards. Charter Oaks coach is wondering what their player could have possibly said. So instead of 2nd and 1, it's now going to be 2nd and 16 for the Chargers. They'll be still in the red zone, but on the 19-yard line. Farrar gets a snap. Same play, going to the outside to Orozco, who's able to turn it up and get a touchdown. Orozco with the touchdown from 16 yards out. After that 15-yard penalty, you thought it was going to be a little tougher, but Orozco said, "Don't you worry. I'll take care of it." And that'll be his first rushing touchdown of the game. And this is going to be a switch up. Lewis Marin, number 88, for the Chargers in to kick. Made his first extra point, and that'll be a 2nd of the night. Good for the young kicker.
And kind of stays perfect on the year. Chargers 42, Huskies 13.
Lewis Marin came in for the Chargers' last extra point, able to bring that one up through the uprights as well. We got some love for our special teams tonight. Lewis Marin out for the kickoff for Charter Oak. The same duo for South Hills back to receive. Sebastian Mariband, the man deep, who's returned it the past couple times. And it won't be him this time. South Hills looking to get a good return. Hit immediately once he met that line. He'll be taken down by at least 2 Chargers. After that rushing touchdown by Danny Orozco of about 19 yards, the score is Charter Oak 42, the Huskies 13. We're counting down from 4 minutes and change until the end of this spring 2021 football season. The clock is going. Dylan Ware stays in for the Huskies. Brings Clemente in motion. Is going to pitch that ball to Del Rio. Able to make one guy miss until he's wrapped up by number 3, Marshawn Green, after about a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 for the Chargers, for the Huskies, as we get just inside 4 minutes. Ware with the snap. Chargers showing pressure. Ware holds on to it. And he's able to just get that out as Del Rio thought it was a backwards pass. It was incomplete. So they will keep that ball on the 31-yard line. 3rd and 7 to go as we have reached the 3-minute and 30-second mark. Ware jogging to the huddle a little gingerly, looking to finish this game off. Ware in the gun. Chargers bring pressure yet again, throws it right over the middle. Clemente was not ready for it that time, as that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 7. And it's going to be yet again that punt unit for South Hills coming out, as the Chargers have a 29-point lead. After this kick, Chargers just have to get maybe a first down, maybe one more. But that should do it. Punt unit out, officially breaks that huddle. And this will be Gabe Pena's last punt on the night. Snap bounced right before it got to him. He's able to handle it. And Jaden Alexander is going to let it roll all the way to the 25-yard line. And after that great punt, the ball's going to be on the 25-yard line in Charter Oak territory, where the Chargers have a 29-point lead, 42-13, here in Covina, California at District Field. If you're just joining the tail end of this matchup, I'm Zachary Niccoli. This was between the Charter Oak Chargers and the South Hills Huskies. Charter Oak's quarterback Vincent Farrar, number 8, out here throwing 4 touchdowns today, and there was 2 rushing touchdowns between Fierro and Danny Orozco. Farrar is no longer in. We now have a changeup at quarterback. First play is going to be a false start. It's going to be number 15, Bo Harrington. Bo Harringtonian in for the Chargers, getting his first action at QB tonight.
False start action moves it back to 1st and 15 with 3:20 to play as the Chargers take the line.
Chargers in the gun. 2 up top, 2 at the bottom. Bo with the handoff, and that's going to be a quick gain of about 1. The clock's going to keep running. 2nd and 14 now on the 21-yard line. Bo, number 15, is the sophomore backup quarterback. As I mentioned, seeing his first action tonight against South Hills. Looking to get a first down to keep this drive going and so he can go into victory formation. It's going to be a handoff. Staying inbound smartly. It's going to be 3rd and 5. It's going to be about a 9-yard gain. Danny Orozco, the running back, with Bo. Ray Fierro now in at running back. Haritonian in the gun. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Haritonian takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Fierro, who's backpedaling to try to get back to line of scrimmage. Instead, he will lose a yard. 4th and 5. Chargers discussing on the sideline, and the decision is final. It's going to be the punting unit coming out. And it looks like South Hills will have 1 more offensive possession before the end of this game. So as it seems, Gabriel Valenzuela, number 11, out to punt for Charter Oak. And that'll probably end the season. The records are going to be 1 and 2 for the Charter Oak Chargers, and South Hills is going to be winless, 0 and 2 for this 2021 season. Mariband unable to hold on to that punt. He's brought down immediately by Jaden Alexander. He's going to be brought down inside his own 40. And it'll be on South Hills' 36-yard line. And with 50 seconds left in this football season, the Huskies are looking to capitalize on something. And we have our first streaker of the season as he runs, and I don't think anyone's going to go after him. He will make it into the end zone. Streaker in for 6. Everyone just wanting to move on with the game. Ignore that distraction, and the game continues. Clemente in motion. It's going to be actually Licata, who was the man in motion, ends up getting the pass from Ware, and he'll be brought down at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4. I don't think South Hills has to run another play, but they will. 2nd and 5 left in this game. Third and 5. Clemente in motion. Ware jumps, throws the ball in between 2 receivers, and it looked like neither one of them wanted to get a hand on it. And that was between number 16 and 10. Neither one of them knew what was up. And as the clock runs down, that'll do it for this spring season. Thank you for joining us this season as Charter Oak ends the season on a win, 42 to the Huskies 13. I hope you enjoyed this season, and we'll see you next season. This has been Charter Oak Football. I'm Zachary Niccoli. Have a good night.